Yeah, Joyce, when Michael Gravely, as we mentioned, held that news conference in January to announce his decision, it was one of the more extensive presentations we've seen in these cases where DAs make their decision in police shootings. He spoke for several hours. He even demonstrated what he says Rustin Sheskey told investigators what happened that August day. But according to that lawsuit filed today, that version is a work of fiction. It's been 7 months since those 7 shots. Each one of them now labeled excessive, according to a federal civil rights lawsuit against Rustin Sheskey, the Kenosha police officer who fired them at Jacob Blake.
In 2021, accountability should be the expectation, not the exception.
In the lawsuit, Blake's attorney points to a key difference in the version explained in the DA decision to not charge the officer.
And the knife is now in his right hand, and he goes under his left and makes this kind of movement. So he switches his torso back towards Officer Sheskey. Both officers say that occurred.
But according to the lawsuit, as Blake opened the driver's side door, he immediately threw the knife onto the floorboard of the SUV, adding the action was fully visible to Sheskey.
I can't point to a specific part of that video where Jacob is ever turning toward the officer, extending the knife toward the officer, or any type of stabbing motion whatsoever. That is just asinine to think that anything can be imputed from that video that would follow that logic.
Also revealed in the lawsuit, one of those 7 shots did not hit Blake. Images included in the document reveal a single bullet from Sheskey's gun hit the side of the vehicle in which Blake's children were seated. The errant shot, attorneys write, put the children in imminent danger from being hit by gunfire and or ricocheting bullets.
Well, Derek, any response from the DA about what that lawsuit disputes?
Well, Joyce, given the hour the news of this lawsuit broke just before close of business today, not surprising, we have not heard back from the district attorney's office in this case. Now, the lawsuit does not name the district attorney directly. It only names Officer Rustin Sheskey. Also, no response from Sheskey's civil lawyer.